keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my
time to glow. Time to glow.
That shit, just let me go.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting live from the RDRF. This is the most badass broadcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C. This is Shot from the Point. Welcome, Dr. Zhivago, behind the glass, co-hosting, working the board, the whole nine. What's happening, buddy? You haven't been around.
What's going on? I've just been busy.
I know you've been busy, boy. You've been busy, boy. But it's
tornado season.
Tornadoes. You got to dodge them tornado. Did you build a what you call it? Is that what you've been doing or what?
What is that? Shelter?
Yeah.
No, I've just been getting prepared in
You're
case
getting prepared
anything
because
happens.
it's coming in. It's coming. That's the life of an Okie. Got to dodge them tornadoes. Tornadoes. You got to look out for them. All right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Here's what we got in the menu. Thank you, Nick C. Here's what we got in the menu today. We're going to do a lot of speculation, all right, of some rumors we're hearing through the grapevine, all right? Let me make this clear. This is not this is speculation of what we think is going to happen next. We're not speculating irresponsibly that somebody's a predator, all right? Okay? It's not even close. We're speculating it on, like we'd speculate, who's going to win the damn Stanley Cup.
I'm going to go ahead and back out.
That's what we're doing. If there's a clap back of what it's going to be. Also, there is going to be a reckoning today with some of the commentary communities, the ones that irritated me the most. There's way people that are worth some like the T channels. There's just so much. I know somebody on Twitter, and I can't remember their name right now, but thanks so much. They've literally pulled up all these headlines of the predator allegations against James Charles, and there was just, I got to be honest with you, we looked into them. It's just too much to cover. So the T channels are probably the most guilty, but since I'm technically in the commentary community, those are the guys I'm going to be concentrating on. They follow me. They were warned. I felt like I was talking to Tro the night Keemstar fucking invaded the NCO chat and tried to put a fake kitty rap, for lack of a better word, on Just Destiny. That's how I couldn't fucking penetrate, right? It doesn't look like Willie Mack could penetrate. It didn't look like Nick Diorio could penetrate anybody's freaking head. But in fairness, some of these guys, after doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down, after the bandwagon is now going in the other direction, have, in fairness, apologized. That does not mean I'm done with you. And if everybody says, you're not going to go that hard in Cavos, I'm not going to tell you right now I'm not going that hard in Cavos. Because Cavos attack, because we got an argument, I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, right? And we were keeping it private and going up, and he got in touch with me and said, dude, we fucked this up. All right? I wasn't super happy about the way he handled it in his last video, unless he's had one since. But that's more of a disagreement. But at least he got in front of it. And I know him personally, and I know he told me he felt awful. And he said some really nice stuff about Willie Mack, because Willie Mack is really has probably done some of the best work. And Andy Warski, the guy who called it first. It wasn't Poods. Poods was the first big guy that actually used critical thought to look at this. It was actually Andy Warski was the first YouTuber over 100K that had their. I don't even want it. This is sickening. Fucking sickening. The fucking Bloodsports guys beat you guys out. Oh, you million sub guys, 200K, 300K guys and growing. The fucking guy that's accused of white supremacy and shit all the time.
He told people to stay back from James
Charles. The guy who tried to instigate a murder, okay, beat you. Like somebody has like zero moral credibility, beat you. Because you know what? When you use feels. When you use the feels, my feeling tells me that Tati video was really good. It was really emotional. That's when things get fucked up. And most of you fucked it up. Some of you take responsibility, but you know what? You're not forgiven until I fucking say something in my book, and I've got a lot to say. Now, we are hearing through the grapevine that there is legit shit, legit stuff. See, here's another thing, commentary community. You guys that are sitting there going, please let him be. Please let him be a fucking underage kid toucher. Please. That means I was right all along. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean you were right at all. It means evidence actually came out that proved it. You went on evidence. Well, you didn't go on any evidence. You went on feels and witness testimony that was debunked eventually, and changing the definition of what a predator means. Right? That's how you got to your position. And a lot of you had to take down videos and apologize. And some of you didn't. Some of you didn't. Some of you didn't at all. I like how Blowbacks is running around saying, I called it right. Why isn't everybody kissing my... Oh, what was that tweet he made? I got to freaking read this. This tweet is unbelievable. Let me just get rid of him real quick because he's like one of the least relevant people involved in this situation. This tweet, I mean, this is... Is this it? Okay.
It low-key annoys me that I worked my ass off. It low-key
annoys me that I worked my ass off for days to get a unique take on James Charles' situation. Then it turns out to be correct today. My peers who brag about getting it right exclude me. Well, nobody watched your shit and nobody can take it seriously because you made a phony rape allegation days before the story broke and refused to take it down. All right? Not a big deal. It's a big deal. You wouldn't have tweeted it, but it does make me feel less valued. Well, let me confirm this thing. As far as your opinions are concerned and journalism is concerned, for lack of a better word, something I don't believe in personally, yes, you're 100% correct, Blowbacks. You are not valued. You hit it right on the head. There is no value to your takes because you refuse to take responsibility for your blatant mistakes. There you go. That's the first roast. The first one. But we're getting far beyond that, and let's get into the so-called rumors. Like, again, we are going to speculate. We're going to be upfront about it being total speculation, right? And we're going to deal with a couple scenarios that might come around for James Charles. So let me ask you there, Dr. Zhivago, do you think they clap back?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Why, Chatty?
Well, because that's how the game is these days.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to clap back because the views will keep going.
Yeah, you get the views either way. It does wear. I think at this point that the danger, let's say they got something. Let's say they're right. You know, Jeffree and Tati. Let's say they're right. They're both proven liars. They run into a thing called fatigue. And that's something they don't have in the beauty community. Here's the problem with the beauty community. When I was doing a project called Get to the Point, where we tried to do like a satirical YouTube drama thing, all right? Illuminati, who's now a 200K YouTuber and growing, she tried to get, you have an unlimited supply of drama here. Now, when I looked into it, it was overwhelming. It could drive any sane man crazy, and it actually, I think, would have chased away my initial audience because the shit's like this, it's so petty. This is the first real beauty community drama that is... I'll be perfectly honest with you. It's the first mega mainstream one. All right, this is the first real interesting one. You got to understand, these people beat this shit and play bad person to death. So I don't see any reason why they won't either. There's no reason not to. And looking at Jeffree Star's and Tati's numbers, it looks like they got nothing to lose. Like nothing to lose. So it just depends how you do it. Now, I'm hearing rumors that Shane Dawson may get involved, and he's got the goods, or someone's going to give him the goods. It's very confusing, right? And the thing I worry about freaking Shane Dawson is this guy can be very convincing. But at this stage, here's what I'm putting at. Dawson comes out, or anybody else for that matter, not just Shane Dawson, okay? Dawson comes out and releases evidence that he knew, that he could prove that he knew about before. It really doesn't make him look good. Why were you half-assing this if you got the goods? And then it just makes, like, guess what? That means James, Shane, and Tati, and they're all fucked. And that's when the fatigue is going to set in. There's nobody to root for. There's literally no good guys, right? Right? And commentary committee, again, if they have him on tape, panoramic view, 3D, you could put PlayStation VR on, and they have him raping people. None of you are right. You went on no evidence whatsoever. None of you. The evidence came out after the fact, right? So, like we're hearing that they got something, and it's legit. And I'm saying it right now. And if it's legit, I'll disavow. But I will never disavow the way I covered the story because I took what was in front of me at the time, and I didn't project on my own feelings what I thought should be true. And that's what the commentary community did, right? So that's another problem. Here's another trick Shane could try if he wants to Tanacon this thing up. A lot of things, he repaired Tana and maybe he can repair this. Get eyewitness testimony, either have them change their original statements, find new people to give statements. Here's the problem with that. We had a series of allegations. A lot have been debunked, some haven't been debunked, about James Charles being a predator. Now, if he gets new guys in there and he says, we still don't have any more than we did. That means we just have more allegations, more unproven allegations. And if they're, God forbid that they're fake, James might do what he did last night and just cut them all in half. Cut them all in half. There also is some evidence that Jeffree Star is actually, it's circumstantial, that Jeffree Star was colluding with Tati. And I think it's pretty strong because he literally listed the things. Here is how I'm going to fuck you over. It reminds me of when Keemstar was being told to play-by-play by Leafy before you saw the videos about how he was going to fuck him over with grade. It was very similar. It reminded me of that. You know, because Leafy was just he was like teasing Keem in days before that happened. He was just like, we got you, you're fucked. You know? So to me, that's going to be very sus, as Willie Maxwell likes to say, because all it is more allegations. And I got to be honest with you. If you're going to back Tati and Jeffree Star, proven liars, Shane, I might not take these people, and they're going to cry, and they're going to whine. I think I can pretty much dismiss them.
Go ahead and back out.
And you may believe this bullshit, but I pretty much they're very they can be dismissed very easily. I understand that Mr. Dawson's got some kind of current business venture with him. Now, that doesn't discredit him, but if he does a Tanacon-style documentary and interviews a bunch of fucking crybabies, I'm sorry, that's no more evidence than we have now. That's just more accusations. And considering the other accusations, at least the important ones, have either been completely debunked or they were given to him in a manipulative way. They were given to us in sort of a manipulative way. And just like the waiter situation, we really didn't get the whole thing, right? Gay ops initiated. Yes, we got gay ops. Gay ops are afoot, right? Actually, this time the gays are doing the gay ops. That's kind of funny. Thank you, sweaty swimmer. So I got to be honest with you. It's going to be really interesting what Shane's going to do if this is true. And there's the other scenario. Nothing happens. Supposedly, Jeffree, who deletes a lot of tweets in fairness, is already backpedaling that he's got the goods. There was a rumor last night that some of his tweets, because some of them started on the 3rd, and then they ended on the 2nd, and they all kind of flow into. How could that be? Well, we checked. The part of friggin' Australia that he was in was exactly 11 hours, with 11-hour difference between Los Angeles. Exactly 11 hours between. So he could have took the pictures in 2 different times. Right. And here's another thing. As James Charles said, because he responded to this thing, and he said, they got the other end. That's pretty confident. And the person who put this thing out there, but you have to admit to being a predator. No, you don't. There's no evidence. Zero. Zip. There's none. None. And that's really why when people ask me, well, what do you care about? Because, did you see Justin Wang's tweet? I have to admit, I'm embarrassed. He's 100% correct. Thank God he made me feel a little bit better. You got to see this fucking tweet.
Oh, the hockey one?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I actually sort of want to call you because maybe you can see what the hell's going on over here. Let's do it. Yeah. Let me call you. Yeah, because it's just you and me today. Sus. That's my new favorite thing to say because Willie Max just says it, and Willie Max sus. That's like my new thing. Justin Wayne put this hysterical tweet out. Oh God, what am I getting bombed again? What the fuck? Maybe I gotta get to my mate.
Knock it off, Vault.
Knock it off, Vault. Yeah, Vault likes all my tweets, which I'm glad he does. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, well, at least it's nice to have one, I suppose. All right, let's just go to my main fucking Twitter account because Justin Wang he's always able to like make really cool takes and not be involved or be emotionally invested in this horse shit. This is his tweet right here. Hysterical. How you guys who don't care about makeup at all look when you're getting hyped about the beauty community trauma. So I said to him, like, I get the feeling that he's talking about me. Not exactly my cup of tea. or a tea to spill. But I'll be perfectly honest with you. Justin wrote back, it's all of us. So we're all in it. Some guy wrote in the beginning on the chat before, he said, you guys should be ashamed of yourself how much effort you're putting into this. And like a news team told me, it's like, you know what? The guy's probably right. He's probably right. Let's be honest. He's probably freaking dead on. Totally correct. But whatever. You know, it's a top drama right now. It happens to be the beauty community. This is what I do. And by the way, bud, this is the way I get my money. So if you don't like it, go stick it straight up your ass. Period. All right. So if we are able to get the calls, I am kind of interested in your take. I think we might be able to get the calls. I'm not terribly sure. You can jump into Discord if you like. Not now. I'll call it out a little later because I have some scores to settle and some things to point out about the commentary community that fucked this up so bad, so terribly, and so arrogantly that it's just it's really fucking terrible. You know, like I said, if they have something now, it's like, why didn't you release it before? What's the matter with you? This is serious allegations. Everybody takes these life-ruining allegations of sexual misconduct so lightly in the commentary community. It's just so easy to see somebody's career ruined. And if you find out later, like, oh wow, this might not be legit, it's just you double and triple down and hope it doesn't fall your way. I'm not impressed. I'm not fucking impressed. Not impressed, guys. You know. I got to be honest with you. I mean, this is awful, and I like some of these guys. All right, I want you to look at this picture real quick. All right, these children, you probably shouldn't take any life lessons from them. They are simply regurgitating their professors and their high school teachers' worldview. Some of these are nice guys. Nabra's been nothing but nice to me. I've had my issues with Alex, but he's a wonderful person. Met him in London. I even met Blues when he only had like fucking 1,000 subs. Nice kids. These are not people I would have me guide my life and tell you what sexual harassment is and what it isn't. I'm sorry. Yes, some of you are millionaires. Some of you are making serious money. Some of you got you, but you don't have your shit together yet. You still have a shit ton to learn. And preaching to adults about telling us how sexuality works and how you guys are the wrong guys to do it. Look at these children and tell me if you would take their advice on shit like this. I don't know about Blues Tank, but two of these guys jumped on this sexual horse shit thing and were basically a part of a witch hunt. How do you get to witch hunt type thinking, you might be asking yourself? All right. Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the beginning stages of witch hunt thinking. Again, I'm not going to come on Alex too much because I'll be perfectly honest with you. We've had it out before, and Alex knows when he has a problem with me, he doesn't fucking preach to me. He just keeps it in his own lane. That doesn't mean he's beyond out of criticism zone, but it just means I'm not going to be a dick to him. If you're going to be a fucking dick to me and double and triple down on fucking lies, on fucking doxing people, on fucking all sorts of immoral shit, and really get in my way of exposing how bad commentators are, right? I'm going to run you down, all right? Like I'm going to run down Marriott in fucking little bit because I'm a little tired of his shit too, all right? He's got a really funny story we're going to tell you, all right? But this is how you get there. This is how you get there. It's called my feels, and here it is.
Is that Tati?
Tati, yeah, she goes to.
No, she just. I don't like it.
I don't.
James back. Ever since the apocalypse happened, the stupid stuff is rare. Most of the commentary have resort to no different than TMZ. Well, in fairness, they're all TMZ. I don't think I'm any better than TMZ. I'm more about my thing is like, even though it's the commentary community, even though it's just YouTube, when it comes to things like allegations that can ruin your life, these guys have to do it correctly. They have to do it by journalism standards. They don't, and when they get caught, they just are so terrified to have to apologize or say they may have got something wrong or retract something, then they just pretend like nothing's wrong. They pretend there's nothing wrong. They don't even need evidence. And this is how you get to that way of thinking. Listen, Alex.
45 minutes, like you're middle-aged and making videos on a 19-year-old. Get a grip. Does she care about the rest of it? Realistically, if he doesn't promote some other company, does she care?
I believe.
I don't know if she does.
I believe so.
You think she does?
Yeah, I do.
I haven't watched 45-minute video, so I will concede my opinion is probably not so strong on
Will
this.
should not so clear on this.
I just don't like it.
Whereas after watching the video, I feel really sorry for her. So I put her in an S tier just to make up for everything that was been done to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it really bad?
It's very bad, yeah.
Okay, I'll accept that you know more about this than me and concede.
Yeah. Basically, she's not the type of person who we just throw somebody under the bus for no reason, pretty much.
Would she throw someone on the bus for 28 million views?
To be fair, I would.
He can be funny. You gotta give. Hey, you know, like take that right there, Alex. Everybody knows you're joking around, right? And I could take that totally out of context and say that you're a backstabber for subs and views. That would be the same thing as Tati saying that he said that he was a celebrity and he can get what he wants everywhere. There's no chance that was a joke. The problem with your thing right there, in fairness, that was a put in thing, but I do think it encapsulates the mindset. He liked Tati's video because he felt she was telling the truth. And this is the same guy who got put on blast just a few hours ago by PewDiePie. Not directly, thank God for you, bud. He spared you. Pewds could have, Alex, Pewds could have run you through, but he only posted your mindless tweet. Do more research. Do more. I mean, you sound like Joy Sparkle. He did. It was nothing there. You didn't do the research. You don't know an allegation. This is my whole problem with Me Too. The allegation is the evidence. That's not true. And it's irresponsible. And it can ruin people's lives. Now, I could accept that as a mistake. My problem is when these motherfuckers come at me. That's my big problem. You know, I could accept that as a mistake. I can forgive Alex. Again, like Alex is, but again, look at these fucking guys. Look at these fucking guys. That guy in the back, Blue Stank, when I was getting into it with James Marriott, he said, Tommy, I think you went bananas. Yeah, Blue Stank, I bet you think that was bananas because you don't speak up to people that have more subs than you. I know in your world, it's all about the views and all about the bandwagon jump, and there's no critical thinking, but I don't fly that way because I don't have to play the YouTube game. I'm a streamer. And people pay me very, very well, just to give them the straight shit. To give an adult perspective, a perspective you don't have because of a lack of experience. It's just, it's just consistent with your age. It's consistent with your age. These are not guys I'd take advice from. It's just fucking comical seeing them all there. You don't know shit about sexuality yet. You're just learning. You're in the stage of learning. All you guys know how to do is lecture people the way you were lectured in like high school or college or something like that. That's not insight on life. That's just regurgitating the other loser teachers that ended up in the teaching professor because they didn't add anything else to they couldn't add anything else to society. So they're lecturing everybody else. Unless there's a portion to change people's sexuality, the whole story is bonkers as hell. Aren't you straight? Yeah, and like the simple, like, look, nobody would ever say, this is some simple fucking stuff right here. All right, here's some red flags, right? Nobody would ever say that you should force somebody to be straight or you could trick them into be straight. They have these horrible camps out where Zhivago lives where they send these gay people. They volunteer for it, but it's still wrong, where they try to tell them you're really straight because you're blowing it with God. Since when can fucking straight people go the other way? Duh. You can't make somebody gay by tricking them. Part of seduction is predatory in nature, and seduction is not sexual misconduct. You guys don't know that because you're fucking children. You're children with unbelievable influence for your age, and I'm not even saying you didn't earn it, but you're just terribly irresponsible. You're kids that made a lot of money real quick, and you know what? More power to you. I'm not jealous of you all. It's great stuff. I'm so happy for you. I'm especially happy for Alex. I literally watched him grow from like 10K to 1 million. So proud of him. But you guys seem to be very flippant, and even to the point now where you're just praying he's a pedo, about getting it right when these serious issues. It makes me legitimately question whether you belong. Whether you should be doing stuff like this. And it's a completely reasonable one. You fucked this up. Terribly. Willie won. I know Willie won. I want him to have the right opinion. Oh, yeah, you. I got something to say to you. I can't get out of my fucking head that tweet you gave Nick in Nick's last video where you said there's tons of evidence. Aren't you supposed to be the internet ethics guy? Aren't you supposed to be the critical thinker in this crew? Aren't you supposed to go to all those fancy fucking English schools? Aren't you supposed to be a superior mind? I know you're smarter than me, but you know what smarter means? You'd learn faster. That means if you gave us an algebra problem to do, you'd finish it faster. But if you get so wrapped up in this Me Too type witch-hitting horse shit, then your mind just goes. You actually said to Nick, and I understand you. You've since apologized. That there's tons of evidence about this guy being a predator. As of right now, Tro, there's none, and I find that incredible, coming from a guy who had to apologize about overseeing a doxing, being the head of a chat group where one guy's like. And they still double down. Well, it depends on what day you catch them, right? They doubled and tripled down to this day that they justified looking in and actually smearing somebody as a pedo over thumbnails that from what I understand, James Marriott made one similar. All right? You had to apologize for that. You had to take responsibility. And I know a lot of people said you, Tro. They said you shouldn't apologize that much. Have you gone to this sort of colossal crazy way of thinking where you just drive on, never apologize for everything, no matter what the cost to other people? That's not you. So I get the feeling you went with that fucking way of thinking this time. Because everybody told me you shouldn't apologize. And I guess when you have a bunch of guys that have a couple $100K, it doesn't matter what the truth is. We make the truth. Is that where you at? Is that where you're at right now, Tro? Is that what you've become? The mind, Mr. Ethics, you're killing your credibility, Tro. And it's not my fucking fault for pointing it out. So don't get this fucking horseshit Tommy's running around backstabbing everybody. You're responsible for what you say, Tro. As am I. How come nothing ever sticks to Tommy? Because when Tommy screws up, he comes clean. It's that simple. I don't take huge chances like my feels. Like Alex does. And then I guess Bobax looks at that, but Alex has more subs than you. Well, you know what? I'd rather have less sub instead of embarrassing myself publicly. Especially you, bro. You fucking walk around like you're some goddamn intellectual. You're not. You've got a lot to learn. You've got a lot to learn. And especially the most insulting fucking thing is you're gay. And you know gays get pinned with this stupid stereotype that they're just promiscuous. And you didn't even give the guy a chance. You didn't even look it up. You just went around. Look, there's lots of evidence. There's none. Zero. There's nothing. No, but the bandwagon was heading against James Charles. The bandwagon was heading in the other direction. So that's what we're going to do now, because John Swan will come and back you up, and all your buddies that have 100K will back you up, and fucking the trick that Marriott pulls. I don't know what's going on here, but I think you're fucked up, Tom. That's Marriott's trick. He comes to me all the time, and he says, I don't know what's going on. So that absolves him for any responsibility if he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, which is 90% of the time, right? But Tommy, you're being mean. You got this wrong. No, that's fucked up. That's kind of fucked up, James. You know what I think, James? You, Willie one, you're all enablers. You're enablers of this smear shit, this doxing shit. You will fucking rationalize it and debate about it forever, and you all should be held accountable for it. Especially fuck-ups on this level. And again, if we find out in an hour that James Charles is 100% guilty, criminally guilty, you are no better off than what you were, because you went with nothing and you said you had something. You tell Feuds he should do his research. Here's what you find. They're either made up or unverified allegations. Tro, you know better. You know better. You have the education. I fucking cheated through high school and I know better. What the fuck are they teaching you kids? What the fuck are they teaching you kids? I'm a fucking idiot, beer swilling, washed out soldier. And somehow I have more ethics than you? Or are you just going with the fucking are you just running with this shit? Well, even if I'm wrong, the bandwagon's going one way. So I'll never get held accountable. That's how Keemstar operates. Am I off? Am I off, Doc?
No, not at all. Because, you know.
That's not me. That is not me. I never said that in my life.
Yeah. You fucked this up. You fucked this up. To no end. And you're influencing idiots like Blowbacks to fucking double down after they get nailed. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because somebody else will make a fucking video rationalizing my screw up. Absolutely out fucking rageous. Shameful.
God damn, where are your brains?
You know, I think a lot of you fucking guys should just do what I do. I don't sit there and pretend to be some kind of fucking angel. All right? I was running around banging my brains out. Predatory. I want to get pussy on the weekends with my soldier buddies. All right? I've never made any bones about who I am. Maybe you guys should stop being such fucking frauds.
I'm going to go ahead and back out.
No, it's not even that I have common sense. They play the YouTube game. Everything's done through that paradigm. And apparently, somebody who I didn't think was like that, Tro, who's one of the smartest people I ever met. I'm not even joking you. They're just getting sucked up into this. Do you think that everybody falls for like Scientology or some scam are stupid? No, you'd be crazy. You'd be stupid to think that. But because fame and money and relevance clouds you. I've been up front with all the times that it crowds me, but you know what? You're so terrified. You're terrified. You're not going to be taken seriously again. You take the short way out. You pretend it didn't happen. You don't apologize. You don't take responsibility. In the short term, you know what? That might work. But after a fucking while, when you make the big bomb drop, when you really fuck up, all the other little ones come up to once. Andy Warski, 2-0, first Tonka. Now this always win. Andy Warski beat you guys out. It's shameful. Shameful. Funny.
I couldn't believe it.
I could. Well, see, the thing is, like,
is this really Andy?
I think I know why Andy Warski looked at it. He's a backstabbing son of a bitch. He's like, he got right in their head. They're all fucking backstabbing each other. They backstabbed them out of themselves out of Blood Sports and handed Medicare all their fans. Screwed each other left and right. So he knows how this play. He knows how this game's played in a macro level. Yeah, he saw right through that because it's been done to him and he's done it to other people. Of course, he has the insight. Sure, I can see that. He's a fucking expert.
I'm going to go ahead and back out.
So, I mean, I really, like, you guys can piss and moan. You can call me a drunk. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can send your, I like how my parody Twitter account, Tommy S, got real emotional with me. James loved, trusted you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Who are you talking to? Get the fuck out of here, you guys. Come on now. What the fuck are you guys gonna do to me? James, James, you really think I was afraid of you? Did you really? Did you think you're gonna calm me down because I let it slide one time before? Right? Did you really believe that?
They never watched Shot from the Point.
Let me tell you something. I fucking trip up the biggest. Face Banks being one of them. I make them look ridiculous because I say shit that gets under your fucking skin. And while you're telling me I'm irrelevant for the 15th time, because you only need to say it once if that was true, I'm making you fuck up. And I'll show you how I did it when I had enough to James. This is really fucking funny, dude. I don't know if you were around for this. This is really funny. Me and James got into an argument on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah! Oh,
you know what the best part is?
I mean, this is just. And there's Willie One and fucking Jay Aubrey. Jay Aubrey's who's a doxer, and Willie One, the annoying kid in the chess club, right? Hey, Willie One. Let me tell you something right now. The only way you're gonna have to get really lucky in the algorithm. You're absolutely like James has talent. You have none. Sucking these balls, guys. These guys' balls are not going to help you. You're the annoying kid in the chess club. You're impossible to take seriously. There's your roast. Please come again. How about that?
Next.
Yeah, I'd like you to take down Avery's. I thought we were on better terms. What does better terms have to do with it, James? Clearly not. Now, I've heard some stereotypical portrayals of British people being stuffy and arrogant, but I never thought it would just there's like the Transformers movie, the cartoon, and then there's the live action one. This is the live action head up your ass fucking stuffy Brit. This is the live action movie right here. Yeah, like to take it down.
The Michael Bay version.
This is the Michael Bay. This is the Michael Bay version. Are you fucking kidding me, James? Are you out of your mind? This is the funniest tweet I've ever gotten in my life. Hands down, this is it. This is the funniest tweet I've ever received and ever would receive. I'm like, this is the Red Ryder BB gun. Dad came through at Christmas right at the end and handed me the most beautiful tweet ever. This is fucking funny. Oh, and by the way, no. Where do you get off telling me what I can and can't do? It's a part of the history. Well, I don't want a false impression getting out there. Well, look at the date. Look at the date. If you're half a man, you'd fucking come on and straighten it out, but you're fucking not. You're fucking not. You're one of these guys. You're one of these guys. The minds, the intellectuals. You know? The guys who fucking can't be honest when they get it wrong. You know?
Wasn't he in the chat that day though?
Go into the regular thing. I'm gonna read some of these tweets. I'm gonna let you know. Like a lot of people think that I snapped on him too hard, right? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have to read these. I could go back to the thing because I gotta move some things around. So go back to on air. Here, this is hysterical. I mean, this is outright hysterical. And I'm going to show you some stuff. I'll tell you what got this started off. Marriott's got a tab at chiming fucking in, pretending he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So it kind of absolves him for, like I said, knowing what the fuck he's talking about. Here's what he chimed in on, which he had absolutely no reason to do whatsoever. Here's exactly what he chimed in on. I feel like the truth is starting to get in more and more ears. So this got nothing to do with him. The guy might be in the early stages of getting very lucky, right? The guy making it, and then he really snotted. He comes back to me, and I took this as snotty. Or maybe you just watched Tati's latest video, LOL, which he was wrong about because I was at a bar and somebody sent me a message, and they were saying it was turning around prior to that. So first of all, he got it wrong. So then he could turn around and say, well, I didn't get it right. So I had absolutely, let me get that one right. Streamlabs, thank you. Michael Bay is cancer, so is James Marriott, right? So I mean, naturally, I gave him fucking some shit, and here's the reason I fired back and gave him some shit. Let's go back a couple weeks ago, all right? So this is what pissed me off about fucking James Marriott. And this is what I call sort of enabling the doxers, making excuse for it. He says this, and this is a reply for me calling, just get rid of the NCO, fucking delete it and move on. Which, by the way, James, it essentially happened. I made it happen. You're welcome. You're welcome. You've always overstated the importance of the NCO. I remember when you did that interview last summer and you started off by talking about the NCO as it was a key part of some online army. It's just a fucking group. Creators are talking with creators. I got to be honest with you, I've said this before, James. You might be right. I do see things through a military spectrum, but here's what else I saw. I saw you grow, Wavy grow, and Wayne grow even more, although he had a grip. I saw all these guys growing, and that was the idea. That's how it was explained to me, all right? And here's another thing. It did become an army. Whether I was wrong about it in the beginning, it absolutely became an army. An army for evil. An army to go and ruin some guy's life. And fucking ruin a guy's life and put a pedo tag on him. That's what they attempted to do after they were warned repeatedly. After Tro was warned repeatedly. And let me guess, I don't care. Here it comes. You call for the deletion of said group by the same people that are going to chat anyway. They are friends. Yeah, sure. That's right. But I want to make an example of them. I've been in the group and I had no clue about this drama and I really couldn't give a shit. And that's what fucking burned my balls. James Marriott, let me make this 100% clear. He was no part of the Just Destiny thing. He's one of those guys that they lick his balls. So he probably likes going in there because apparently, from what I understand, he had to suck a lot of balls to get where he is. Apparently, I Am Alex and Memulus couldn't fucking blow a load for a month after hanging out with him, from what I hear. So now he's the recipient. He's the top, okay? There's no scheming. It's how I catch up smaller creators like I like. Nah, it's he coming for a blowjob. Let's be honest with you. You're a predator. Ha, 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 ha. So this really I thought it was really snotty. It was really sarcastic, and it's got the program in there. The program. I don't have to fucking call these guys out for what they were doing. I didn't know what they were doing, and I don't care what they were doing. Hey, James, I do. That's what I'm about, exposing this bullshit. This is what I do. I expose your little fucking grandstanding friends, right, for their irresponsibility. And by the way, from what I understand, the thing that made them do the pedo hunt in the first place, inappropriate thumbnails, you had them too. And if you really want to go, you really want to find out some serious hypocrisy and why the NCO and this type of fucking groupthink is so dangerous, go listen to Black Wolf's Company. Go listen to Black Wolf Company's interview on Augie stream on, what's his fucking channel called? What the fuck's his channel name?
It's Augie Live or Augie
Oh, I fucking forgot. Go to Augie's stream. Go to Black Wolf Company. When a guy brings up the fact that James is accused of the same shit, Black Wolf Company. Well, that's different for him. Me, not for thee. That's the whole attitude of the NCO. Me, not for thee. It's not doxing when we do it. Don't believe me then? Augie, here's what I want you to do. That thing where all the NCO was in an argument with Nick, where they just basically say, yeah, we're responsible. No, we're not responsible. It was a fucking learning lesson. No, we're not responsible. Nick did it too. Call that NCO, rename the thing, NCO Gymnastics for me. You know what? I'll give you $10. I'll give you $10. Change the title. Call it NCO Gymnastics. And if you don't believe me, you can go listen to it and watch these guys. They take responsibility. They don't. They try to fucking... Nick was in on the op to expose them. Tro knew it. He admitted it in the interview prior to them going on. I knew it because he told me he was fucking recording them, right? And they tried to say, well, you did it too. No. We had a spy. We spied on you for doing your fucking horrible shit. And all you could come with is, Nick did it too. All right? See, that's my problem, James. You're supporting shit like that. You're an enabler. I don't support doxing. No, you're enabling it. So you know what? To me, you're just as guilty. Willie One, you're an enabler. In fact, you can listen to Willie One come into the NCO Gymnastics stream. You can listen to that one where they finally fucking come clean, and he comes in there and says, no, you don't have to respond. You don't have to fucking apologize for anything. The doxing. We had to get to the bottom. We had to figure if he was not a pedophile, if you could believe that. Believe that. And you know what? They don't hold the same standard for James Marriott, when apparently he had inappropriate fucking pictures. And I don't even know that they're inappropriate. If you're taking pictures of those Dr. Phil whores and putting them on there, I don't know. I don't necessarily have a problem with it. But plainly, James is doing it too. But you know what? Just Destiny isn't in the group. He isn't in the group, right? So you can sit there and call James Charles a predator. You can sit there and dox the shit out of somebody as long as you're in that clique. Good job, Tro. Way to go. You know, you said you don't think they're bloodthirsty doctors. You're wrong. They are. And you're an enabler too. Even after you apologize for this, you're the only guy to take responsibility for it. And I know what happened, Tro. They took you aside and they said, you didn't need to do that. You made us all look stupid. All we had to do is double and triple and quadruple down. We got the subs. Tommy C don't got shit. Fucking Nick doesn't have shit. Willie Mack don't have shit. All we had to do was double down. What the fuck's wrong with you, Tro? And you believed it. And that's why you looked Nick in the fucking eye and you told him there was tons of evidence on James Charles when you knew there was none. Tons. You fucked this up. Fucked it up. Weren't you the one making fun of blowbacks, Tro, when on the open folders? The hypocrisy is becoming. Why don't you go back to critical thinking and just trying to be ethical? That show me how important that was to you. Go back to that. I like that guy better. Not the fucking not the guy that fucking enables all the suck-offs. That's what I liked about you, Tro. Great videos, great insight on politics. I'm a conservative or a libertarian, whatever the fuck they call them, and I found your stuff fascinating. Thought it was great, cool takes. Now it's just fucking drama and a serious lack of ethics. Hey, James, you getting the point? Fucking Tro put me in his last 2 fucking videos about great. I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking hand over my integrity just to suck ass. You know, I had a lot of strings on me and baited, and I had a lot of strings on me in Catch 33. And I did have a handful of strings in me I found out on NCO, because apparently I'm only the good guy when I'm going after dudes that they don't like. That's not what I was there. Now I'm going after them and their hypocrisy. Still think I'm crazy, Blue Stank? You have an argument? I doubt it. Not a good one. So let's look at fucking Marriott's hysterical tweets. Take down my thing. Are you kidding me? What do you want, crack? Like, I was laughing so hard I couldn't even grasp his rationale. So keep in mind the past tweets. Keep in mind the enabling of this shit that's been pissing me off for weeks. And then old James likes to fucking Joe James likes to stick his nose in it once in a while and then play like he doesn't know anything. So I fired back. When I made this fucking tweet that had nothing to do with him, I fired back. And I said, or she made the video because the ground is cracking under her. Hey, James, turned out I was right. Likely because a few commentators that looked at this objectively. And now I take the shot. Unlike some of your friends that have a history of doubling down on stone lies and smearing unapologetically, right? And boy, did he go berserk, right? So he goes, I got to find the one tweet where he says he's going to off himself, which I really find. So he comes back and he says, Tommy, I'd rather off myself than give you my time at this point. Try not insulting me when I offer opinion, LOL. Why would I even bother? You know what? See, this thing I don't like. This is why I don't like fucking James. You're passive-aggressive little bitch. You're fucking popping things in there. And you don't think I'm going to say anything because you're subcount. You're absolutely wrong. And the way I see it, you're enabling and you're getting in my fucking way of exposing these jackasses. So yeah, I'll fucking take you out too. So I have two choices right here. What does a fucking YouTuber who used to be kind of humble, that has been sucking people off and fucking running his mouth and changed his whole fucking image from a grandstanding cunt English commentator to an actually pretty funny, talented comedian, what does he have in common with people? What is the one fucking trait that he has that I could trip this bitch up with, right? Insecurity. And boy, did it work. Boy, did it work. So then I go in at him. So then I went in on him and I said, you know what? Come on, let's debate this shit. And then he goes, Tommy, and he goes, I get spoken like a coward, right? And he comes back, or maybe I have an exam Tuesday and I want to make my own conduct for my audience and I don't care about drama. There's that. That's what got me in this in the first place, James. Just constantly saying you don't care, but yet you're always fucking chiming in. All right? That's what pissed me off. Okay? I go, do you have something better to do with argue with me? The fact that I called you a coward? I'm lying in bed. I just had an exam, taking an hour off. But again, no examples of cowardness. If anything, I replied to your team purposely to disagree with you. Bullshit. It was fucking low-key fucking passive-aggressive shot at me, and you've done it before, and this is the last time before. And you know what? I've been saving this. Here's your fucking cowardness right here. I just showed you. You're enabling. You're fucking taking little shots at me to be cute because you fucking think I'm not gonna go. That's cowardly. You know what fucking takes strength? Saying to your friends, hey, what you're doing is wrong here. Not, hey, Tommy, shut up. I don't know what's going on here, so you can't argue with me. That's cowardness. You're a coward. You're not a coward because you didn't come on. It's perfectly honest with you. I knew you wouldn't. I just wanted to trip you the fuck up. And it worked. It worked. You gave me the funniest tweet. The funniest tweet I've ever seen. The most exactly proved the way I think your head's at. A humble, talented guy that has become a YouTube suck-off. Shame. A shame, a shame. Very shame. James Marriott's a great fucking entertainer. First rate. But you know what? He's a me, not for thee guy. He's NCO. Yeah, I'd like to take down our interview because I thought our terms were better. Clearly not. So what if they aren't good? What's the matter? We got to fight Twitter? You can't handle that? You big baby? Cry baby? The fuck's the matter with you? You are a coward. I gave you an example. Want to counter that? I don't care. Stop thinking you have something on me. You don't. Willie one, you really don't. You have absolutely nothing, no talent. None. Zero. Zip. I'll keep up my show. No one. You know what? Here's another thing, James. You arrogant cunt. You know why I won't take it down? Think about this, James. Look at me in the fucking eyes, James. Why won't I take that video? It's not fucking yours. It's mine. You volunteered, bitch. How fucking dare you talk to me that way? Fuck you. Fuck you and your enabling ass and your passive, attitude towards your buddies doxing people, your buddies smearing people, and your only fucking way, your cowardly way to get out of it is like, I don't care about the drama. Well, then shut the fuck up then and let me do what I'm doing. Don't try to sit there and wave your fucking subs in my face thinking I might shut up. Because, by the way, you'd be the first guy that did that. Bitch. Fucking funny. And look at these. I'm lying in bed. I just wrote back. Go to sleep. Sleep, coward. You got an exam. And he keeps replying. And then go to that thread. That thread's hysterical. And he replies to everybody. Complete and total spurg out. Knew he would do it. Thanks, James. Thanks for giving me the funny. Look, he's arguing with Cavos, and he's arguing with Comment Cop. This is hysterical. I'm not a coward. If you didn't think you were a fucking coward, you wouldn't have to prove it to Comment Cop. Augie, this is hysterical. You deserve this. Absolutely deserve this. But you know what? I'm a fucking good guy. I could be your friend. I don't care. I've had problem with Alex before. I had to fucking smash him for getting sniped, and he was doing the same thing. He was fucking growing too. He didn't like the narrative I was having. He tried to, he said, he threatened me. He directly threatened me. And we had to settle it. And you know what? We're good now. He met me in London. Introduced me to Memulus and Blues. Very nice guys, right? The only difference between you and me is when I got the follow back from Memulus, I didn't fucking blow him, all right? I think I said Merry Christmas, all right? I guess that's the difference between you and me. All right? So don't think for a fucking second I give a shit about your sub count. I don't need a sub count. It's very, 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 very obvious that I have as much pull as I want, and I can fucking shake up shit all the time. Barley House, got it right. Open Folders, got it right. And my team, too. I'm not 100%. By the way, I'm saying, when I say this, I say the whole team got it right. The whole team. NCO, yeah, they were wrong. We got it right. James Charles, got it right. What else do you want? Okay, call me irrelevant. I don't fucking care. Not if we keep getting it right. You want to be my friend, James? You want to be my friend? Let's do. If you want to be a fraud, first of all, you can't be my friend if you're going to be a fucking fraud and try to rub that shit in my face or try to get me to shut up. All right? You can't be my friend. We can't be friends. You want to be my friend? All right? Don't be a fraud. And if you have to be, don't rub it in my face. And you can be a fraud all the fuck you want. Don't get in my fucking way when I'm trying to expose these guys from doing horrible shit. Got it? Got it, James Marriott? Go suck as much dick as you want. Go get 1 million subs, and I'll stay right down here. All right? And we can be friends. I'm not kidding you. I'm kidding you. But if you ever get coy and passive-aggressive with me again, I'm going to light you up every time. Because you know why? It's easy. It's easy. Because you're not that good. I will smoke you. I will embarrass you. And you giggling over and over again, sort of like John Swan does when he pretends when I say something shitty about him. And he's like, oh, it's so funny. It's so cute. That little passive, it won't work. You'll just look like the bitch that you are. And you'll go through tweet, trying to explain to absolutely everybody that you're not a bitch and you don't care that people call you a bitch. Well, I called you a bitch. You want to be friends with me? Don't be a fraud. And if you got to be a fraud, keep it out of my way when I'm doing my work. Got it? Go do your work. Make 12-year-olds laugh. Suck off Memulus. All right? Do that. Stay out of my fucking way. Okay? Don't try to muddle up what I'm doing because I'm not doing the wrong thing. You are by proxy. Let's take some calls. Let's do it. Boom, 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 boom. How you want to call in? Call a fucking Scully. Yanya.
Hey, how are you? Welcome. Like I was just watching your video. I was like, James, is he talking about Tro or is he talking about Marion?
Talking about all of them. Like, talking about all of them. I'm disappointed in all of
them. Marion and I used to be, we used to be we used to talk. Marion and I used to talk, and then
what happened? You're not Memulus? You have a dick?
No. He just him and Alex unfollowed me one day, both of them.
Alex did?
Same day. Yeah, him, Alex, and then a week later, Blue Stink did.
Yeah.
This is like
maybe that's predatory behavior because they were nice. And he unfollowed you.
Oh yeah, 32.
I don't know why they unfollowed you.
On the internet while
I'm not
flirting with them.
I don't know. You gotta have to give me more details than that because
No.
you're allowed to unfollow everybody. Don't follow me. I don't care.
Know.
You know.
I 100% don't know.
You don't know.
So I'm not gonna speculate.
I wonder if is there a lot of people that were cool with James on the way up and not so cool? Does anybody have the James's kitty fucking thumbnails that were apparently okay if you're an NCO member or not an NCO member?
I know that was it Cobra had DM'd him about them, so they're probably in their DMs.
I'd love. Well, if you want to drop them, I don't fucking care. I'll take anything. But yeah, is there some kind of pattern here? Pattern of behavior?
All I noticed with Marriott is that he used to be like very, very like good and funny with his videos, and then all of a sudden when he like became a part of the British commentating clique, he kind of became samesies with like Alex and
I haven't watched his videos in a long time, in fairness. Right.
Yeah,
but I remember it could be kind of the opposite. He tried what they were doing and then kind of switched to more just satirical stuff, which, by the way, I like. I love the interview.
His videos have gotten kind of boring.
Well, you know what, Scully, I got to be honest with you. I don't think it's even for a James. Here, see this, James? I don't think it's fair to judge a guy's content and kind of tie that into his character. I don't think that's right. I'm not crazy about Alex knows I'm not crazy about all his content. Alex knows I'm not crazy about his content, but as far as him personally, I think he's a really nice kid. You know?
Yeah.
So
the times I've gotten to speak with both Alex and James, because I'm a mod on their Campcast Discord server. They've always been entirely nice to me and entirely sweet to me, but then I'm like I don't trust anyone on YouTube, anyone. On Twitter, on anything.
You don't trust anyone.
So like no. It's kind of hard to trust anyone nowadays. The people who I trust are the people who I consider my best friends, and I consider them that for a reason.
Yeah, all right.
They're the people who like I come to with personal shit.
All right, I got you. But I don't think it's fair to bash Marriott because you want his content. I mean, you can tell me you unfollowed you. I don't know the fucking reason. There's Cosmos. Never trust anybody online. You know you can't trust me. Cosmos. There's another guy fucking had a problem. We could be friends, Marriott. Fucking Cosmos pissed me off and I dumped his DMs. We talk almost every day lately. I love fucking Cavas. I know Cavas loves me.
I gave Cavas shit publicly for calling Trisha Paytas old. I was like, I'm a year older than Trisha Paytas.
All right, Scully. Thanks for the call. I do appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Well, Cavas gets a break for me because that generally showed some regret. Empathy.
He's like you in a way. He'll own his mistakes if you know.
That wasn't crazy.
He's not afraid.
I'm not crazy about the way he did it. I think he could have done a little better. But you know what? Look. He asked me what I thought. I told him he did it the way he thought he did. Actually, I thought he put himself in a bad position. He should have mentioned the prior video when he called James a predator and said, "Look, I didn't feel that. I don't feel that way anymore. You know, I changed my mind. I've seen more," or something like that. Because that one way, if you just say he's not a predator and you have another video saying predator, if somebody wants to go after you, then they can just kind of put this whole thing and call you a hypocrite. That's the biggest problem I had with it. But I know he's sincere because we talked about it for an hour. You know. Yeah, I'm not crazy about any of his coverage so far, Nick Diori. Coverage has been horrible. It's been a joke. It's laughable. Hey, go laugh at the fucking drunk that does the fucking trending topics YouTube show. That's not go laugh at. But you know what? Try to beat me. You want to fucking come on here? You want to throw down with me? Go ahead. You want to set up something neutral? You want to go on Augie's stream? You want to set something else? You and me? Fucking, or any of you fucking jerk offs in the NCO or what's left of it because I destroyed it. All right? You can't even call yourself NCO because everybody knows him as a bunch of fucking doxers. That was me. Remember that. And that's why you all fucking, I hear about it. You just sit there and fucking start your new group chat and you piss and moan and cry. Worski got it right. Yes, Worski got it right. I guess that's it.
Oh, you want to read out donations?
Yeah. We'll just do that and call it a day. I can't do there's something, I can't get into my fucking Twitch account. So maybe I'll get back to them tomorrow. So I can only do Larry Banks, Nick C. Thanks so much. £2 from Miss Malkovy and Nick Status. Nick Static. I know you guys gave me other money. I can't do it right. Unless, do I have my phone here?
There's one that I remember I saw from
Shout him out, yeah. Streamlabs, I can't get in it. I'm having a problem with my phone.
I said $10,
Oh,
and he says, you know, if we're going to use James Marriott's logic, you can pretty much ask Keemstar to take down all the baited episodes that you were in.
Yeah, why not? Like, what a stupid move. Like, what's your logic? What's your logic? We're not friends anymore, so you can't. Like, what kind of childish shit is that? Like, you get into it with somebody?
You can't make a couple dollars.
You can't.
You know,
Here's another thing. We can't get in a fight and get over this shit? Sure, I get over it. Fucking Alex threatened me 2 years ago. Threatened me. I get over it, but I tell you something. Don't get in the fucking way of my work, because my work's important to me. I only have about a year on this platform left. And when I leave it better than when I came on. And I want people to be afraid to be immoral. I want people to be afraid to be unethical. Especially since we have some of the top guys that I respect the most, like Tro, who have apparently sold it for YouTube views. You want to come on here and debate with me, Tro? Feel fucking free. I still like you too, all right? But I'll be damned if I allow this shit to fucking go on. And you know what? Instead of you allow this shit to go on, who gives a fuck what I say? Oh, wait a minute. You guys do. But I want to say that stuff because that's important to me. It's important to me that this doesn't get fucked up. Call it fucking whatever you want. Maybe that guy's right. I should be ashamed of myself. But I do care. I do fucking care. That's your problem. That I care. The best thing to do, you want me to be irrelevant? Fucking get the fuck out. Unfollow, unsub, get the fuck out of here. Because I can still, you know what? I bet if you do all that, I'm still going to make that fucking skin crawl that you have. Because I've been doing it for 3 years. And I'm good at it. You know why? Stick to the truth. When I fuck up, I own it. And I don't fuck up that much. Nobody lets me. Surround myself with good people. I don't surround myself with other suck-offs that are climbing the YouTube ranks and out of desperation because they fucking bought some fucking car they can't afford and they don't know if the YouTube check's going to match up the fucking car payment this month. It's not me.
If I'm not mistaken, Kavos is in waiting to
Is he?
talk to him.
Yeah, he is.
Looks like.
What's up, you predator?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Yo, I really appreciate what you said to Willie. It really meant a lot to me because I'm really happy for him, like, getting stuff. So I just wanted to be really upfront. Like, I really liked what he said to me, and like we did talk. You felt bad about it. You know, you got caught up. In it. You got caught up.
I recorded a video yesterday. It's not out yet. But the things we talked about.
That's gonna be in that video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the stuff I saw was the stuff we talked about prior, and then this was the stuff that's coming out is the stuff we talked about after.
Yeah, because the way my videos work is I record the day before, and then the next day they come out.
Yeah, and then you go on Twitter and say, "You want another video?"
Yeah, so then I go on Twitter and I'm like, "Hey everyone, you want another one?" No, I'm joking. But
50
likes.
Yeah. No,
I've already said I feel bad about. I already feel bad about.
Can I ask you a question though? Like, are they going to clap back, and do you think it'll be effective if they do?
Oh man, I hope not.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Yeah.
Last night, my parents, I came downstairs and I was like really upset because I was just pissed off about everything. Like I was pretty upset about myself, and my mom was like, "You seem a bit like shell shocked. What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I'm just pissed off at work." And she's like, "Why?" I was like, "I fucked something up and I feel really fucking awful about it." Yeah. And then my mum was like, "Oh," she's like, "It's okay, you'll be all right." I'm like, "Cheers, mum."
I'm okay with that. Dude, there is no fucking way you can do this job without fucking it up. There's no way.
Well, it was like the Philip Franco video I made.
The Franco video. Well, here's the problem with the Franco video. It worked. I hated your approach because I thought it was you'd walk to the door of criminality as far as accusing him of criminality. We didn't know that yet, right? But it shook it up, and I think time has proved you and Keem and Clown 100% correct that there's something up with that whole thing. Yeah. So whether you got it right then, and it's good that you hold yourself accountable for getting it wrong then, right? And just do better the fucking next time. It did shake things up to the point where it kind of rattled his cage. He is not the strength. He does not have the strength he did a year ago.
Has he done anything with it again? Has he done anything with his Patreon thing?
I don't know because he keeps it private. And then here's what you did. You proved that the whole thing was a lie because when he went on H3, he said it's a service. That's not what he told us it was. He said he was building to build a network. And I understand that he has made a few things, but that's not what I thought it would be. I thought we'd have more YouTube channels all interconnected, you know. Yeah. You know, and you were right, like SourceFed. Me and Dave got that shit 100% wrong, in my opinion, right?
Really?
My thing is, you got to fucking go with what you have. Here's the trick. I said this to you yesterday, right? You got to go with the facts that you have. And you got to be suspect of the ones you don't. You got to be skeptical of the ones you don't. And that's it. And you know what?
Yeah.
we're YouTubers. We're walking that fucking line. You're trying to get those hits. You're trying to clickbait people in there. I don't think there's even anything wrong with clickbaiting. I'm perfectly honest with you.
No.
Misleading is wrong. Clickbaiting is
yeah,
not.
that's what I've always.
Yeah,
said,
you clickbait. I think there's nothing. You're a good clickbaiter, and I think that's a good trait to have. By the way, no, I do. It's not an insult. Like,
I mean, I did like a marketing degree, so it's kind of similar.
There you go. It's like, how do you not use that? Exactly. You have a marketing degree. Are you still at home? Did you move out yet?
Yeah, I'm moving out in a few months. But I've had like a lot. My tax bill like fucked me the other day, so
did they?
Crippled. But no, I was just gonna say, it was one of them things where James Charles stuff, like, and I said this in my video as well. I was like, man, like, I really think I would have not felt the same if he didn't make that dog shit apology video. And I was so pissed off at like, not at him because it's not his fault, but man, like, it almost seemed like he was just like, that actually happened. Like I said it in my first video, I was like, this apology video tells us one thing, is that everything Tati said is true, and that's how my mind thought like of the whole situation.
Well, you made the same mistake Alex did. You know,
it
does. Look, that crying video, I admit that's a red flag, right? But it's like, it's only a red flag if other things back it up, and that was the problem as we got farther down the line. And by the way, look, you know who handled this great? You know who handled this fucking perfectly, and who was on Tati's? It was Keem. Keem did a spectacular job, because even though he reported all the bad shit about Charles, he left the door open. He said, I'm on Team Tati, but he left the door. That's the way you're supposed to do it.
Well, that's kind of the benefit of Keem being like a news reporter and not a commentator.
He smelled a rat. He smelled a
I mean, like when I was doing
rat.
my news show, like it was a lot easier to leave a door open when you're a commentator. You kind of have to, well, for me anyway, I
it's true.
Choose a side.
Well, you have some connections though. Connections.
I spoke to Keem about it the other day as well. It was the exact same, like the first time in months, like we spoke, but it was a good chat, and like, he was telling me the exact same thing. It was like, man, I don't think James Charles is actually guilty.
He smelled a rat. But look, he was on, like, I don't think he bandwagon jumped in this particular situation. No. I think a lot of these other guys are bandwagon jumping now. I think what he did was, that's the way he felt. And as the evidence opened up, he did. I wish he'd do with more stuff. I got issues, but for now, I'll be cool with Keem, right? But I did. I think he did a spectacular job. Those are some of the best drama alerts I've seen in a long time. Yeah. You know.
All I want though is, why can't Jeffree Star just release any fucking evidence he has now? Like, it's just pissing me off. Why is he holding it back? Like, what's he gonna do? Like, I know he's gonna make a video.
Yeah.
But like, okay, like I have a new video coming out, right? And that's why I'm deciding whether to delay it or not. Not because I'm not going to apologize for what I did. Like, regardless of whether it comes out that Jeffree Star has shit on James or not, I shouldn't have said like.
That's the way you're supposed to do
my video.
Okay.
But I don't want to make a video like that and then come back being like, it turns out he really was, predator. Like, then what? It's just like.
I don't think that's fine. The evidence wasn't there. No, because I guess everybody I know fucking, and Aber's probably praying that he's a goddamn predator, right now. A lot of those guys are. It doesn't make them right, and it doesn't make you wrong, or me wrong. You or me wrong. Yeah. Because the evidence we had at the time, that's what you're supposed to do, didn't prove it. Evidence came out later, and it did. And so what? And what does that fucking mean? They're all shit. Which is probably the truth.
But what does Jeffree Star have? Like, I knew he was going to delete that tweet. That's why I didn't quote it and I took a picture. But like, what does he have? What does he have that will prove it? Like, do you know what I mean?
My guess is nothing. I think they're going to get Shane in there. They're going to get new witness testimony. It's just going to be more allegations, and they're going to hope for Fields win the day. Yeah, that's what I think they're going to do.
I'm still like, I've had the waiter. I can get the James Charles waiter on. I have him like ready to go. But I'm just trying to like think like whether it's even worth it anymore. Like, I feel like James kind of already exposed. He kind of left most shit out.
No, you can get him. No, put it. Look, I want to go off air and talk to you privately about that. All right? Okay. Yeah. Let me end the show. No, you want him on. All right, everybody.
He was trying to make me pay him. I don't know if I can pay him.
No, don't. I'll help you with this. Just be quiet. Let me end the show here. That's going to be interesting. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you Tuesday. I got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. Peace. Good night.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you bout to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she bout to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe, here's a head.